So we're talking now possible landing spots for Mr. Golden, who made himself some money here today. Tampa isn't crazy, but
Because Chris Gold got
right.
So how's he gonna come back and perform coming off the injury?
That's it, right? No one knows, obviously.
He might want to have a backup plan.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's why the top 20 makes a lot of sense. And then you got Denver at 20.
Oh my God! Oh, if he lands in Denver, that would be.
Denver is a potential, especially if it depends on if like Sutton were to get moved. That's been a discussion.
Right. Or even if Sutton doesn't, like because he's probably better as a 2 than he is as a 1. So if that's your top 2 receivers, now you've got something.
Yeah. So you've got, and then there's Pittsburgh at 21, and the Chargers at 22.
Speaking of Chargers,
right.
From last year, like,
right.
Green Bay at 23.
Green Bay at 23.
Let's see, but Green Bay never picks up.
They don't take him.
They haven't taken a receiver in the first round for a long time.
Yeah.
We know Minnesota.
And Minnesota isn't going to take one that early either.
Houston at 25.
Houston at 25 is a possible landing spot. If he makes it to them.
27?
27. Baltimore at 27. I don't think they get Golden, though.
Yeah. Right.
I think they may go. They go for a
because they picked
bigger body.
They picked up Deontay this year.
San Francisco at 11.
Oh wow, that feels a little early.
Okay, I know. Especially if they get rid of Debo and IU.
Dallas at 12.
Dallas at 12 is.
Well, Dallas does need someone else besides.
Right, for sure. And downfield.
Exactly. Golden fits.
And once again, he's a better 2 than he is a 1 in my mind.
I feel like San
That'd be a good duo.
For Golden. I mean, they're gonna. Because, like for example, we still don't know like where Ted's going.
Listen, I think that depends on.
I think he goes.
I would take Golden over Ted.
Which wide receiver are
You would.
Right.
If he somehow,
especially for Buffalo.
Well, okay, for kind of receiver you want. Okay,
Right,
okay.
because
Buffalo is a very like. You know, I mean,
we need a receiver to separate.
You've got
separate.
right. No, right.
But,
right.
But I could still see Golden and Igbuka going higher than Tet and Burden.
I don't think Ibuka goes before Burden. I think Burden's just so much more dynamic.
When we did the mock and you saw that somebody went before Burden, like we actually have your take on that on a podcast.
You do have my take on that, yes.
Burden goes through this gauntlet.
Igbuka feels like a good guy.
Yes. Right. Well, he has great body control. When you see a guy who is a great return specialist, right? In high school, he had 8 punt return touchdowns. So that tells you something, right? Those guys usually have tremendous body control and quickness and agility.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it comes down to, especially in the NFL, how do you work with defense scheme, I agree with you. Right? Especially if you're not going to be a burner. If you're not going to be somebody that's constantly.
If he makes it to the Texans, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like, if he makes it to the Texans, Bird, you put him now in that offense.
Especially with what you believe the offense is going to look like now with the new offensive coordinator there.
Yep.
A lot more sense. But I just think for almost anywhere nowadays, like if you have an ability to manipulate the open spaces in the defense, especially these super aggressive attack defenses that are trying to leave an area open, hoping that you don't find it before they get
to you, right.
Those guys that are able to figure that out, i.e. a Lab McConkey, become really, really valuable, even if they don't have the elite level, whatever you think they might need. Successful at that level.
And Burden can do the same things McConkey can do, and I like him a little bit better after the catch.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned McConkey. I thought it was a good compliment to do in the NFL.
If you're a defensive back trying to tackle,
I do think he gives you a little bit
more after the catch.
Because he's got a little
there's more than one type of thing.
Whereas McConkey does his work before the catch.
Yep.
So to your point,
he's very smart and he's great at setting guys up and getting space for himself and But yeah, after the catch he's okay, but he's not spectacular. This poor kid.
I'm always just looking for how they're running. Are they trying to be fast?
Right.
Are they worried about the ball?
Yeah, when you see a guy worried about the ball, plays receiver, that's not what you want.
Like right now, Isaiah Bond, 3 of those catches he left his feet to get the ball. It's like you're worried about the catch, more than you just are knowing you're going to pluck it out of the air. I think that's really
DK's
important.
impressed me today.
I mean, run fast. That's half the battle here, right?
And he's also, quiet hands, right? You saw it was like the ball was just kind of being attracted to his hands. You didn't see him reaching. The ball just right there. I like that. I like that.
Everybody rocking the chains. All the quarterbacks with the chains on, and people don't understand that Shadur Sanders influence. I think it's hilarious.
Well, Quinn Ewers gotten a little. We'll talk more later, but I know some of the Quinn Ewers why he suddenly started blinging because he was trying to smooth some things over. I know you might remember there was a kerfuffle within the Texas locker room, and he had to. Mend some fences. Mend some fences.
It's Texas, right?
It is very Texas. And Quinn is very, very Texas.
Very Texas.
We'll talk more later.
To run that slow, to be that small, and then the point that was a big name, you gotta block people that are gonna outweigh you by like 60, 75. You gotta have some exceptional ass traits if you're gonna be involved. Like we're definitely talking like late day 3 priorities.
So one of my guys has already posted is Tez Johnson UDFA. Did his testing make
Somebody
it UDFA?
takes a shot day 3, especially if he shows he can return punts and kickoffs.
Yeah.
Somebody will say, okay.
But see, I think
that's round 6 and 7.
Yes, correct.
And they've like null and void the kick returner with the new kickoff format. Like there's not.
That hurts him a little.
Like so.
They're trying to
find the.
So that's why they're like moving it up to the 35, right? Like, but
the new
because
kickoff rule favors a running back type more than it does the Dante Hall type returner, in my opinion.
100%, and that's not.
That's not him.
That's not
No,
him.
you're right.
That's why it's
Right.
like kick returner. Okay, hey, maybe we can find a spot because you can make people miss. But now you have to like find holes. Like you said, like it's more about finding holes and hitting it and hitting top speed. And can you do that now at 150 pounds and 4 or 5? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
I don't know.
I've always been a fan of the human joysticks. The Dante Halls and the Roscoe Parishes of the world
Yeah.
have always had a special place in my heart. Even
Billy
if
White
Parrish
Shoes
only made it in the
Johnson,
league for about
and-
5 or 6 years. I loved him for the time that he was in Buffalo.
Sure.
One of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah, only 5 years. I gotta say he's vested.
Right. He's getting a
We can only hope to all get to the 5 or 6 years in our profession that gets us vested, right?
But I think by like year 10, he was in prison.
Well,
You don't want that part. That part you don't.
We don't want that.
We don't want that. We want.
That's a different conversation.
Are you allowed to collect a pension?
I don't-
OJ got one. so-
Right.
Conversation protected, right? So maybe.
OJ's pension was protected.
I was about to say OJ got one. So
Yep. That's true.
But we should probably stick to current events.
yeah.
Yep.
What day 3 wide receiver helped themselves the most so far?
Well, I mean, we talked. Well, Amonor was probably a day 2 guy, but Horton definitely helped himself a lot. Not a little, a lot. Because on tape you see ball tracking. On tape you see ability to sort of ward defenders off, and on tape you see toughness. Right, he's not afraid to get hit. You did not see running in the mid or low 4.4s on tape. that helped
Now it
him.
makes you look at it again. Like,
But you're gonna go back. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
What's your Twitter handle?
At JLightsC7.
He's in the section.
But I'm more of Sports Talk Radio, and I came here to see the guys from Louisville.
Right.
That's what I came.
What did you think about Ja'Cory's performance?
Okay, I
I
should be
was.
looking at the wrong.
I didn't like that he didn't run. That tells me he wasn't confident.
cuts
You
off.
know, and I thought he could have ran a good time.
Yep.
I think so too.
But the fact that he didn't
Daniel
run lets me
Jackson.
know that he didn't think he would have a good time.
Huh.
He's been all right, solid though, because Ja'Cory runs good
Minnesota.
routes and he has good hands.
Yep.
That's the one thing.
There's
he
a
has
place
really
for him in
good
the
hands.
league,
So no, I think he'll. Like you talk about day 3 guy. That's why I wish he would have ran, because he could have probably got himself
Same
in the
thing
day
with
2
Quan
range.
Felton.
We'll see. I still think somebody maybe takes a chance on him in the 5th round.
Yep.
You know, 5th round. But
Fifth,
he's a
sixth.
bigger guy.
Yep,
He's
he's
got the
got-
pedigree, 5-star kid, IMG,
Yep.
Alabama, all
Yep.
those things. So, well, and he had a really good year. this
He had a
year.
good.
was really good. For
He
Louisville.
finished. He had a good finish.
Yeah, he had a good year for Louisville. So.
Ty Felton helped himself.
Ty Felton definitely
Third
up there.
fastest 40.
And he's a bigger guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he helped himself.
Okay, so Badger. Where was Badger? Badger was a day 3 wide receiver.
Yep.
And that's what he's got the 6th fastest 40 times.
That's another guy that definitely does not play as fast as he ran. Yeah.
Sam Brown from Miami would be another.
Sam Brown. He's a special teamer, most likely at the next level. But yes, you need speed to play special teams.
Sam Brown talks
And
so
then
much crap when he came
Quan
to Louisville, when they
Felton,
beat Louisville.
I think had a top 10 40 time from Virginia Tech.
Yep.
Quan
Yep.
Felton was 4.5.
Yep. And that's a good time for Quan. Quan is a tough guy.
Ooh, another one. So shout out to Randall Slifer, Andrew Armstrong from Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
So he's gonna be writing for NBS.
Yep.
So that's one of my guys.
Yep. That's a once again, he's never going to be more than like a 4 at the next level, but still he's going to hang around the league for a little while. So we're watching Quinn Ewers a little bit, dropping, throwing. Ewers fought through an oblique injury, and it's obviously sapped some of his arm strength, but we're watching the quarterback throw, and I'll have an update for you soon.